At dusk, the air cools and the world grows quiet. In that hush, a fox steps from the grass, and 9 bright tails fan behind it. You're looking at a shapeshifter and a keeper of old lessons that wanders through China and Japan and Korea. Here is the simple truth before we begin. This fox changes form. It can bless and it can betray. It tests rulers and merchants and lovers. It carries a bead or a star-bright jewel that holds memory and breath and power. Without further ado, let us explore the story of the 9-tailed fox. First, we walk the roads of ancient China. Picture autumn fields outside a walled city. Bells from a temple drift on the wind. The fox waits near the gate and watches who enters and who leaves. In China, the 9 tails mark age and earn strength. The number 9 whispers of completion. Some scholars say a fox grows a new tail with every 100 years it survives. In time, it becomes a spirit that can bend light and thought. It becomes an omen that can promise prosperity when a land is well kept. It can also reveal the rot behind a painted screen. Watch how it works. The fox becomes a court beauty with gentle hands. Or it becomes a traveling scholar with clear eyes and clever talk. It does not have to strike. It only has to reveal the desire that was already waiting in the room. That is the quiet blade of this creature. It is a mirror. There are dark tales the court whispers. A king falls under the spell of a perfect favorite. He loses the measure of the people. Granaries empty. Drums of revolt echo. When truth is forced to the surface, the favorite is gone in a blur of tales and light. The lesson is not subtle. Beauty can be camouflage. Power without wisdom invites ruin. Yet do not rush to call the fox a villain. Some travelers share food with a shivering animal at a shrine. Some woodcutters choose mercy when they could throw a stone. Night after night, a quiet helper steps from the brush. A flood spares a farmhouse. A debt is paid with a pouch of coins that no one can count twice. The fox smiles with its eyes and vanishes. The omen bends toward the heart it meets. Salt touches the wind. Shrine bells replace the heavy temple chime. The fox pads across a shoreline and climbs a path of worn steps. Now we enter Japan. At a mountain shrine, you see stone foxes with red bibs. People bring rice and a cup of sack for Inari, a deity of grain and prosperity. Here, the fox is a messenger and a guardian. It can be a kind helper. It can also be a prank-loving spirit. Both faces are true. Listen to the country paths at night. Lights drift over the reeds in the marsh. The old folk call it fox fire, and some call it kitsunebi. Follow rudely, and you will find yourself knee-deep in cold water. Walk with respect, and you may be led home by a wavering lantern that no hand holds. The fox guards a treasure. It is a star ball called Hoshi no Tama. Think of it as a bead of breath and memory. Steal it, and you will hold the fox by the tail. Return it freely, and you may gain lasting favor. Power chosen over kindness will cost you later. There is a quieter story people tell. A gentle woman meets a patient man. They marry. They have a child. One winter night, the man returns early. Moonlight shows one hidden tale. The truth is plain. In some tellings, fear wins, and she leaves in a storm of leaves and light. In kinder tellings, he keeps her secret. She stays. Their home holds. There is a darker legend that clings to the old capital. A ruler keeps a brilliant favorite whose beauty never fades. A diviner sees through the mask. Soldiers drive the fox into a barren field and bind it to a killing stone. The message here is stern. Charm without conscience is a trap. A court that praises only sweetness will forget the taste of truth. Walk the streets in daylight and the mood warms. Merchants tie offerings at roadside shrines. Children laugh at tales of a fox who drinks a shopkeeper's sake and leaves silver coins that no one can trace. Here the fox is beloved and feared at once. It guards prosperity, it plays with pride, it remembers kindness. Mist climbs from the sea once more. Pines lean over a narrow beach. The fox crosses again and the night grows colder. Now we enter Korea. In Korea, the nine-tailed fox is called the gumiho. This spirit longs for human warmth and human life. Many stories warn that it will take that life rather than earn it. Here, the fox wears the face of a perfect companion who knows exactly what a lonely heart needs to hear. People speak of a bead shining like a trapped star. It is called the yovu gusul. Breath passes from mouth to bead and from bead to mouth. Through that breath, the fox steals secrets and strength. Through that breath, the fox also learns. What it learns depends on the path it walks. There is a hard road set before the gumiho. If it hopes to become human, it must live with restraint for a long count of days. It must choose mercy when hunger claws. It must keep its word when fear would make a liar of anyone. One slip can spoil years of patience. Yet people whisper of foxes who endure and wake with a single tail and a beating human heart. Now, we come to a choice that repeats in many homes. A soldier meets a woman who is kind and strange. A scholar meets a wife who never seems to tire. A friend warns. The truth comes out with a flash of tails and a glint of a bead. What will the lover do? Two doors wait. Betray a dangerous secret, or guard it and risk everything. In one ending, panic wins. The lover shouts the truth. The village gathers with torches. The fox flees into the pines and does not return. In another ending, patience wins. The lover returns the bead. The fox breathes deeply as if tasting snow. Winter passes. A wedding follows under plum blossoms and blue sky. Love can be chosen. So what does the fox want in the end? In China, it tests the health of a court and the honesty of a heart. In Japan, it seeks worship and play and a chance to bless humble work. In Korea, it seeks a place at the hearth and a life beyond hunger. 3 lands, 1 spirit, 3 desires that reflect our own. Across all 3, you notice the same tools and the same doors. Light that looks like low wandering fire. A bead that acts like a key. The fox rarely swings a blade. It holds up a mirror and waits. 9 tails mark patient years and lessons earned. 9 is the last hill before the horizon. Now our path turns for home. The fields return, the shrine steps fade, the pines grow softer, and the sea is only a breath. That is the tale of the 9-tailed fox as it walks through China and Japan and Korea. Omen and helper, trickster and guardian, hunger and hope. Before we leave the firelight, I will ask a simple question. Which face of the fox feels most true to you? Do you trust the omen? Do you welcome the messenger? Do you cheer for the seeker who wants to become human? Or do you see yourself in all 3? I wonder what choice you would make if a bright bead rested in your open hand. That concludes the story of the 9-tailed fox. We met the omen that can bless or betray. We met the messenger who plays and protects. We met the seeker who wrestles with hunger and reaches for a human life. Tell me which path calls to you most. I will be listening. Thank you for watching this video to its fullest. If you're a fan of folktale or martial arts related content, make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this one. Have an amazing day and remember to train hard.